everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, as you can tell by the title, I am going to be doing my Euro 2020 predictions. It's a bit late because I forgot to do them at the start of the tournament, but now it is the semi-finals. England are still in the competition. Today I'm going to be predicting the semi-finals, and then at the end, I'm going to predict the final. So, let's get straight into it with the very first game. This is Italy versus Spain. Italy have looked very, very good recently in the tournament. I think the manager's doing a great job, but the only downside, the only upside here for Spain is that they have lost Spinazzola, a key part. Wing backs in general have been a key part at the Euros this season. Spinazzola's been great for them getting up and down the pitch, and he's been real key in their side. So I think that's a big thing for Spain. Spain have obviously been scoring a lot of goals recently. They have been conceding lots as well. So I'm not really sure how that's going to suit Italy, but I think it could be quite a good open end-to-end game. I do think Italy are going to win, though. I quite like Italy, and I do back them to go the way. I think Spain need a proper striker. If they had someone like Lukaku, a batsman who just puts the ball into the back of the net, they would be in a much better place. Obviously, they have Morata, they have Gerard Moreno, and they're not the best strikers in the world. Their wingers, Sarabia, Ferran Torres, they've got good options there and throughout the pitch, but just up top, I think that's where they really need to improve. So I do think Italy are going to come away with it. I'm going to say for the score, 3-2 to Italy, because Italy can obviously score goals. Spain can as well. Spain are very open to conceding themselves, and once they do concede, they're very happy to go all out attacking. So I think Italy are going to win 3-2. A very good game to start things off. And I'm not too sure about the England game. I am quite worried because I think Denmark are obviously quite a good side. They're doing it for Ericsson. They're doing a very good job of it, but I don't think they'll quite be able to reach the final. England obviously haven't conceded a goal in the tournament. I don't think that's going to last throughout, but I think it's hard to tell whether or not Denmark are going to be able to take this England side down. I'm pretty confident that England will win. I think the squad depth outweighs them, really. The likes of Jadon Sancho, anyone who Southgate brings in does a very good job of it. It's going to be hard to come up with the starting 11 for the England game, but I do think whatever it is, we will be able to outclass Denmark. They might put in a good performance, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to individual players. And runs like Switzerland, they had a good run. Obviously, it ended in the end because of individual class on the penalty shootout. You can win against lots of teams, but at the end of the day, you're not going to win the whole thing unless you have that out-and-out class. The players that are worth hundreds of millions of pounds. And that's what teams like Switzerland, teams like Denmark do not have, and I think that's what England do have over them. So I'm going to say Denmark are going to go out on this one. I'm going to say 2-0 to England. Another solid performance, and that's going to see them go towards the final against Italy. I think that could be a very saucy game, but we'll get into that one in a second because I just don't think Denmark have that class. They obviously do have great players. You can get up and down the pitch, but I think England are going to win it with a goal from Mason Mount and a goal from Harry Kane. Yeah, so moving on to the final, Italy versus England. Who is going to win the Euros? Well, this is going to be a game that goes down to player versus player. The ball's going to be in the box sometimes on both sides, and it's just going to depend on who can get the ball in the back of the net. Immobile versus Harry Kane. Insigne versus Raheem Sterling. Bonucci versus Harry Maguire. It's going to be these individual battles that are going to decide a huge game like this, and I think England just have that edge. With Spinazzola lacking in this game, I hate Southgate's football, I'll be honest, but now I came to realise Southgate's football really does work against the bigger sides, and that is what we have been seeing in the later stages of the Euros. Against Germany, it wasn't the most exciting game in the world, but it got the job done. A win is a win at the end of the day, and even though Southgate's football is quite boring, if it's going to win me the Euros, I can't really complain. So I think that's what's going to do well. Italy quite good going forward, but England's defence has been so solid. On paper, maybe not so solid, but clearly, look at the stats, haven't conceded, and I don't think we're going to concede going into the final with a 2-0 win over Denmark. So, yeah, I think England are going to win it. I don't know who's the favourites, side versus side. It's going to be quite a close game, and I'm going to say 3-1 to England. We are going to concede one goal in the tournament, and that is going to be by Jorginho. It's going to be a penalty given away by Kieran Trippier. I do believe it's coming home. At the start of the tournament, I really didn't think it was, but now I'm starting to believe. The big teams, Germany, France, they're all going out, and it's came on to the final. It could well happen, and I do think it's going to happen. 3-1 win to England. It's coming home. So, thank you very much for watching the video. That's my predictions. Leave your predictions down in the comments below. If you think mine are stupid, then let me know that as well. And I will prove you wrong when we see the final on the 11th of July. So, thank you very much for watching the video, everybody. If you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later when England win.